Yes, hi, I am Anna Bettencourt, and I am the CEO of Black Goblin. And for 14 years, I worked as a sound designer across film and television. And basically, I founded Black Goblin because a fundamental problem that pretty much every creative on my industry faces. And to understand that problem, we need to go back to the sound that you just heard, which is perhaps one of the most iconic sounds in film history, the lightsaber from Star Wars. And it took sound designer Ben Bird over 6 months to craft the sound for the first Star Wars film, and that's with the lightsaber included. But what would have happened if he only had a fraction of that time? What if he only had the budget for 2 months of work rather than 6? This is a reality that most sound designers face today. And here's the problem. Time equals quality for a sound designer. And quality is the difference between Star Wars and that film that no one quite can remember the name of. Right? So currently, designers spend over half of their project time, which is about 250 hours, give or take, on non-creative tasks. And that's a lot of time that they could be spending creating the next lightsabers. This is not really a niche issue. It is a huge systemic bottleneck. And this translates in over $7 billion that are spent every year on audio production for film and television alone. And then that huge black hole right there of $4 billion that are spent on admin tasks and sound library purchasing. And by admin tasks, the biggest culprit that we find is actually marking sessions. So the simple action of a sound designer that a sound designer undertakes to look through footage and decide where sound goes. Black Goblin has identified a market potential of $1 billion to solve this particular issue with our product Thol. And with Thol, we are revolutionizing the sound design workflow by taking that wasted time and basically cutting it in half. And what this does is it returns valuable time to the sound designer to focus on perfecting and adding the detail that makes a film unforgettable. And the industry is already taking notice of what we're doing. We validated our core technology through a paid R&D project with the BBC, and we are running a pilot, 15 actually at the minute, with elite sound designers responsible for the sound design of shows like The Queen's Gambit and The Equalizer. With Thol, we are tackling that very, very difficult and also time-consuming part of the process, which is knowing where to begin. Its AI basically takes in any video footage, analyzes it, and provides a perfect map of pretty much every single scene and what happens, as well as a list of which sound sources the sound designer needs to go and find. And this simple act of automation reduces hundreds of hours in manual tasks that pretty much at this moment happen before a single creative decision is made. Our vision is backed by some of creative tech leading investors such as Baltic Ventures and Editor Innovations, and most notably today, one of today's co-hosts, specialist lead investor Sound Invest, who is leading our current fundraising round. We are fundraising £275,000 to take Thol to market, and this will give us an 18-month runway, which will help us achieve 3 critical goals. Secure our first 1,000 paying customers, a partnership with some of the biggest creative tech titans in software, and by month 18, securing our first paid enterprise pilot. We have started this journey with our beachhead market of 1.5 million freelance sound designers, whom we are engaging in building a sound design community with through an active newsletter and product testing, as well as content marketing and networking at key industry events. We will then move into the 20,000 small studios, audio post-production studios, obtainable market within our roadmap, followed by securing a commercial partnership with some of the biggest creative software titans, as I mentioned, like Abbott, Adobe, or Blackmagic Design. And then lastly but not least, we will move into the enterprise market with custom integration and chasing high-paying contracts. This is our team, and we built it to deliver on this promise. Hendel Mex, who is our CTO, has plenty of experience in artificial intelligence and acoustics, and basically is the architect of our core technology. Content strategist and expert marketing leader from Apple and Isotope, Scott Robinson, leads on our brand and marketing efforts. And our product lead, James Clarkson, which is somewhere there, basically focuses on us relentlessly getting, and when I'm saying relentlessly, I mean relentlessly, by the way, focusing on what our users' needs are. And as for me, I have a proven record of delivering growth, having helped other creative companies triple their payer customer base, but most importantly, I have lived with this problem as a sound designer. And this is why I firmly believe that the next iconic sounds are out there, and they're just waiting for the sound designer that finally has the time to build them. So we ask for you to help us find this. Thank you so much for your time, and this is a QR code to join our investor community.